Hi, welcome to my video. I'm Jennifer Roberts. You're catching me either on my YouTube channel or you're catching me on my YouTube channel via my Facebook page at True Divine 44 for both of those. Any likes, shares, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated, and much love to everybody who does that thus far. So I put out as much free content as I can via tarot to support, guide and inspire and show what I can do. Your only job is to take on board what really resonates with your heart, what really gets you here, and leave the rest behind. Whatever else I say that you question a little bit or it doesn't resonate with you, leave it behind for someone else, because I'm picking up on the general energies, whether I'm doing the monthly tarot readings or the daily energy reads. I'm picking up on the energies, and then I'm backing that up via the tarot, and vice versa, the tarot for the energies, and then bringing it to you. But because it's general, I can't possibly be spot on for everyone every day. So it has to be your discernment that recognizes what's for you and what's not for you. So this is for the day of the 18th. Is it the 18th? Yep, 18th of May 2020. And it's a daily energy read where I've picked up on the energies, played around with them for a bit, and then, as I said before, translated them via tarot to bring to you. Excuse me, I'm not feeling very well today, so bear with me as I go through. So the first card being the Four of Pentacles. So this, speaking of, I feel like people are waking up today and are feeling so fed up with the situation, with the thing that shall not be given air or named here, the situation that we've been forced into as a collective, this stop, this reset, and it's had many blessings, it's had many ups and downs, but it's brought hardships with that, and it's brought beautiful, deep, expanding and ever-changing healing and teaching to a lot of people also. It's opened up the opportunity for that. So it's not all bad. What was meant for harm has been turned around for good on many aspects. So, but today it feels like this part of this roller coaster that we're on is that people wake up and think, oh no, this can't go on, I can't do this, I need stability, I need a foundation, I need to know that I'm sustainable. Of course, the Pentacles being material, I need to know that I have this firm foundation, this square of Pentacles on the ground that I can build up from. It speaks of making sure that there's an increase in wealth. This is an energy that wants to build upon, it doesn't want to lose anymore. The only thing with this, the energy in this card, is that you have to be careful not to dip in too far into the miser, the clinging on of what you have got, and too frightened to go forward with the ideas that you've got to grow those pentacles, to grow that materialistic sustainability. Because all of a sudden that fear kicks in, and there's a lot of fear surrounding this right now because of the situation that we're in. And again, it's another mind game. We've got to keep ourselves balanced. We've got to not dip into the lower aspect of this card, which would speak of us clinging on to what little we've got, because of course then we emit the energy of lack, we emit the energy of not having enough. So what comes back to us? Lack and not having enough. So it's a real balancing act, this card, to not dip too far into that energy, but ride the wave of being a bit frustrated and wanting these pentacles, this material comfortability and sustainability to grow. So there's a lot of people, I feel, waking up today fired up about how they go about making this foundation even stronger, and building upon it. Some struggling, as I said before, dipping into the lower aspects of the card where fear clings on. So be aware of that. Don't let that in, because this is how it works. It's all a mind game. It's all a mind game. And right now we are, waking up maybe to knowing that we all, in one way or another, have been in an abusive, narcissistic relationship, because the powers that be, the very few at the top, are built like that. They're abusive, narcissistic. I don't know what. But all of this manipulation, this gaslighting, this love bombing that goes on through the mainstream media, it's all such a script. It's all so planned. If you look up narcissism, if you look up the script of a narcissist and then apply it to the collective, the wider stage, it'll blow your mind to see that all of these strategies, the reality that we've been living in has been a narcissistic mind trip. And so we can lift ourselves above that. We can lift ourselves out of that. And sometimes I thank my lucky stars that I was in such a relationship personally, individually, because it gave me the wherewithal to see through the veil, that the veil that they've put over this reality, to see that what is behind it, at the core of it, is abusive narcissistic behavior. And when you when you gain that knowledge, when you gain that experience, say you go and look up narcissism and the narcissistic script, it makes it so much easier to see what's going to happen next. Not even with intuition. With intuition, yes, of course, always, but you know, even just having this mental capacity to see through their next move, they're very predictable once you know the script, once you see that script. So get out of this mind game. Don't let this mind game trap you into a feeling of lack, a feeling of not having enough. Ride the wave of being firm about wanting your firm foundations, about wanting your family sustained, about wanting to increase wealth, increase security. So the second card backs that up completely with this Earth Prince who's kept coming up. So this speaks of strategy. It speaks of being clever about things, you know, plotting your way, not going too fast, at a steady pace. It speaks of accomplishment through hard work, and so does the Four of Pentacles. So they're both speaking of the same thing, but on the table, on the deck, this messenger is approaching this Four of Pentacles. These messages are coming through now that are going to support your ideas, support your businesses. So reach out to the people that you're intuitively guided to reach out to. Answer the messages that maybe you've been putting off. And be very strategic and very discerning, very grounded, like this Earth Prince, this Page of Pentacles. About the information that you're getting, about what you'll accept, and it's all about the negotiation too today. So the third card being another messenger, and this is the Air Princess, so the Page of Swords. So this speaks to the mind, and this Air Princess is dexterous. She's ready to act. She's bendable, moldable. You know, she wants to expand her knowledge. She doesn't want to stay rigid. So this speaks to me of, for a lot of people, don't rule anything out regarding how you build upon this Four of Pentacles. Don't rule even the most obscure ideas out. If your intuition speaks of you doing well with that idea or that project or that desire, then go for it, and be this, you know, excitable, ready to act, but discerning Air Princess who is, she's teachable. Without ego, she's teachable, and she wants to know more, she wants to learn more, and of course it's speaking more of, I think that's just a direct message for you. If this resonates with you, you have this messenger from the outside bringing this news in that you need, these connections that you need to make, these strategic moves that you need to go down. I love this kind of reading because I love business. But this card is looking directly at me, and this is just to you to say, be moldable. Don't be fixed. Don't, you know, fixed things break under extreme pressure. You know, be bendable. Be dexterous about things. You know, be ready to learn, and ready to teach. Be absorbent of things. And again, bring out those negotiation skills. This came out yesterday, that negotiation was key to everything right now in the family home, with children, maybe approaching children in a different way, in a more strategic way. If you're having some problems with behaviour, you know, with them being stuck at home, totally understandable, but you know, approaching it in a very different way. You know, so maybe you knock the child sideways so that they don't know quite why you're approaching them that way, and they open up, and there's dialogue, then the negotiation can start. I'm always negotiating with my kids, always. I mean, the day is a negotiation. I have very strong-minded kids, and I wouldn't change that for the world. But again, I'm very strong-minded, so we negotiate. We negotiate about everything. Teeth brushing, baths, everything. So at least the kids are allowing us to practice right now, right? For days like this, where it's calling for business to be grown, business to be done. That's another blessing of this, that the kids have probably tested your negotiation skills to the absolute ultimate limit, because mine have. I know mine have. So it speaks of having a different approach, being bendable, being changeable. On the bottom of the deck, underpinning the whole reading, is another page of, well, she's a Princess of Pentacles, so equivalent of Page of Pentacles. So again, speaking of news coming in, being scholarly, being strategic, taking in the information, logging the information, messages to and fro. Again, it speaks to hard work, and being very down to earth. But one thing I would say is that it's very grounded, yes, but it's not slow. It's don't give your cards away. In the negotiation, make sure that you're getting more information than you're receiving, more information than you're giving, in order for you to be able to go away from those conversations and discern what is right for you and what is not right for you, and what will work for you and what ultimately may not work for you. You're always at a higher point in negotiations if you understand that you have got some information that they want, maybe that you've got under your belt for a little while until the time is right. What's it called, like the art of the deal? You know, there is an art to the deal. So this speaks of that today. Play with it. You know, pretend you're in a movie. I do that all the time. Pretend you're in a movie and you're some kind of big shot business person, and because you can get nervous, especially when you're just starting out to negotiate in business. You can get nervous, so pretend you're somebody else. Pretend you're a big shot, you know, business tycoon, and you're going into this meeting. You're gonna, you know, get everything that you want to get out of this meeting and more. Talk yourself up into that. Talk yourself up into that acting role, that strategic role, because you can be whoever you want to be. So be the person that you need to be today, and you know, pretend you're in a movie. If that's what's going to get you through, if that's what's going to help you accomplish these negotiations, if that's what's going to help you feel confident with people who may have more experience in the business world than you. I'm just going to clarify this Earth Prince, because he's screaming out at me. Sorry, my throat's so croaky. Nice, Four of Pentacles. So we've got 2 4 of Pentacles. So this makes up the 8, the cycles, you know, the balance, but this shows the growth within these negotiations, these messages going back and forth, these strategic moves. That's awesome, because it does show that there's not just a spurt of growth. This feels like steady growth. This feels like cyclical growth, you know, like a business that you could chart through the year and know what points in the year are your good times, and accommodate for your lesser times. This feels solid. So go for whatever negotiations you can go for today. Make whatever deals you can make today. Rise above this mind trip, this game that's being played on everybody's minds right now, that we're stuck, that we just have to wait like sheep until the gates open again. No, rise above that and make it your own. Make today your own. Go for whatever you can go for. Absolutely 100% all the way. So I'm wishing you so much love and so much blessings upon all of your finances, and the negotiations that you have ahead of you, whether that's in the home with your children or whether that's a business deal of a lifetime. Then I'm wishing you all of the blessings in the world, and much love. Be balanced, be whole. Mwah.